Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Palantir and especially the support zone that is establishing right now at that $15 price target. Now, we do know recently Palantir did release their earnings that came in line, and we saw the stock drop about 25%, going from about $20 down to about $15. Right now at this price target, it's been consolidating here, building a foundational support here for a few days. We're going to be talking what this means, especially with the $1 billion stock buyback program that the CEO did announce. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button for the algorithm, subscribe for daily videos, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. If we pop it up on the screen right here, you can see Palantir over the last few days has been sitting at about that $15. Now, this is looking at the 1 hour chart. What we have seen at the last market close is basically volumes are hanging around that 40 million with the market cap that's kind of stabilizing at that 33.25 billion. Now, before earnings, we had Palantir really have a lot of confidence, and you see a buying pressure coming up here into the $20 zone. And then once those basically earnings did come out, you had here they were in line with their expectations and missed the revenue about $500,000. You had Palantir quickly come down here into the $15 price target. Now, people have been asking, is this a sale? Since we really technically haven't had many changes within the fundamentals of the company, just a change in the valuation that we're seeing right now, or some people are criticizing, is the valuation too high? Now, in these kind of situations, of course, we don't know where the stock is going to go, but one thing we can always do is zoom out and look how Palantir has really traded in its past. And by just looking at the day chart right here, you can see, and really bringing this out, Palantir really hasn't been up in these double-digit numbers basically since back here in about 2021. Most of Palantir kind of spent time here in this $7-8 zone for most of 2022, and it hasn't been until recent time until we've seen Palantir really had some influx coming into it and really seeing some growth metrics that have helped push the stock to higher valuations. Now, specifically looking at the $15 right now, and if we look at the options contracts, there is a decent amount of options that are set to expire here, with people showing or having strike prices of about $16 to even up to about $18. So you do have people that are having a higher amount of volume, pushing more on the bullish side, especially with their order flow has been pretty even across the board. A little more outflow right now compared to the inflows, and top analysis are basically rating this as a hold with the average price target of about $14. So Palantir sitting here at about $15, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing for the future of the stock. Of course, Palantir is continuing to grow its customer bases, which is important. And you also have some top investors that are continuing to invest in Palantir. One of them, a big investor, the CEO of ARK Invest, Cathie Wood. Remember, she bought 6.8 million shares of Palantir. This is just in the first quarter. And since the end of March, the stock had risen 82%. And people are trying to wonder, how is Cathie Wood really getting in on these types of stocks and basically getting involved with these types of AI technologies before they start to explode? Now, if you guys don't know what Palantir does even in the first place, they really work to help with bringing AI applications. They have an AIP software to different types of companies, and the reputation really has increased with these data analytics by utilizing AI, artificial intelligence, because they have many different contracts with the government, and just not relying heavily on government contracts. They really have commercial customers that are responsible for a majority of their total revenue. So it's great here to see that Palantir is expanding their diversification from a customer perspective, but also looking at some of the top metrics for Palantir. Even though they were in line with their last quarter earnings, looking at their growth, they have grown year over year with revenue metrics up 17%, and with profitability, they have a gross profit margin of 79%, showing momentum here within the last 3 months. You do have Palantir still up 61.45% on the day. So even looking at Palantir and looking on the 1 hour chart down here about $20 to $15, people are asking, is this in a buy the dip type of situation? Now, of course, that's a question that you do need to answer for yourself, but one important thing to really take a note of is Palantir is showing great margins in terms of growth, profitability, and momentum, and in terms of price targets, especially with analysts that are rating this as a whole. Now, with them down down about 25%, they still face a large criticism, and that is their valuation. That Palantir right now is trading basically at a 66.83 premium for the actual value of their stock. So right now, people are still saying this is expensive, but it is discounted 25% from where it was right before earnings. And what we are seeing right now with a lot of tech stocks and especially AI stocks, even especially like C3.ai, is their valuations are very high. And that's just investors taking a big bet on the future. However, if they don't hold those valuations, things can come crashing down very quick. It's important to know that not everything just goes up. Things can come down. It's just a matter of finding the right time. So let me know, what do you guys think about Palantir stock? Leave it down in the comments. And do you think this is a decent price target for Palantir to sit and continue its support and foundational levels? Peace out, take care, and I'll catch you guys later.